Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today we will start with watercolor lessons. This is going to be lesson number 1. The equipment you will need is watercolor set, not necessarily like this one. Any watercolor set will work. If your set doesn't come with a palette like this, you will need a palette or a plate, 2 glasses of water, and a watercolor brush. Then you will need tissue paper or dry towel, and of course the papers. Okay then, now I have my equipment ready and I have my paper, my tissue paper and the colors. 2 glasses of water as we decided, and now we're going to start. If you want, you can divide your paper into squares, or you can go just spontaneous, just like me. Some rules you have to know before you start is that you can't use white. White is forbidden. You can never use white. The watercolor techniques depends on the liquidity and the transparency of the colors. So you need a lot of water, and the color should be very transparent. If you want the color to be lighter, all you have to do is to add more water. Don't use white. Okay, this is rule number 1. We're going to talk about the black color later, but now all you have to do is that you can't use the color white. So if you want to make your colors lighter, all you have to do is to add more water. The water should be clear, or it will affect the color that you are going to use. Okay, I'll start. What you have to know is that there's 2 kinds of techniques to apply watercolor. The first one is wet on dry. That means you have wet colors working on a dry paper, and that's how we will start. I will choose a very bright and radiant color, and it's going to be orange. It's not my favorite color, but it's bright and I like it. Okay. First, square. I'm going to draw a square, and I will start coloring this square. You can't let the color dry on your paper, or it will stay there forever. So you need to be liquid and wet all the time. And that's the first technique. I will wash my brush, and that's why I have 2 glasses of water. One of them to wash the brush, and the other one to add a new color. I have to add clear water. That's why I have 2 glasses. I will wash my brush always in this one, and then I will use the clean and clear water to add a new color, or just to work in a different thing. Okay. Now the second technique is wet on wet. That means I have to wet the paper first, then add the color. So I will add the clear water, and I will draw a square using only water. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm making the square wet. Now the square is wet and it's ready to to be colored. I'm going to use the same color and I'm going to add it to the water square. As you can see, the color is going to spread by itself evenly because there is water underneath it. So I have to less worry about keeping the color wet with the paper wet. The paper is already wet and I'm only adding my pigment color. Okay. Now we are going to try to make a gradient from dark to light. The dark side is going to be less water, more color, more concentration on color than water. Then we will add water eventually till we get to the very light shade of the same color. So I'm going to start with a very thick color here, and then I'm only going to add water to make it lighter. Remember, no white, just water. And I'm using the water with the color because I'm using the same color. If I was using a different color, I should use the clean and clear water. Maybe now I will add the clear water just to go super light in the end. And that's the gradient from dark to light using only water. Now we are going to make a gradient from one color to another different color. I'm using orange, so I'm using the complementary color of orange, which is purple. So I need two different colors, orange and now purple. As you can see, I'm using the clear water to add the other color. I'm adding a little bit of the pink because my purple is a little bit dim and I want it to be a little bit bright. You know me, I like bright colors. So that's what I have now. And I'm going to start with purple because there's already purple in my brush. So I will start with purple. It's full of color and very pigmented. And to the other end, I'm going to add the orange. Orange now. And then I'm going to use only water to mix them together. So it's going from dark purple to lighter purple, and then from dark orange to light orange, and then we are going to mix the gradient in between, and then That's very good. Okay, so I'm going from purple. Maybe I'm going to add a little bit of purple here. More purple because it's very transparent. And that's very much better. See, I'm adding only spots, and the water makes the color spread in a very unique way that doesn't happen with any other different color techniques. It happens only with watercolor, and this is amazing. It looks like magic. You just add some spots and the watercolor will do the work for you. You don't have to blend, you don't have to work on the gradient. The water will do the work for you. Now we are going to learn a little bit about using the brush. This is the brush, as you can see. It's thick and full of water. I'm going to dry it using the tissue or the dry towel, and as you can see now it's very pointy. See? So I'm going to show you how to use this, how to make this useful. And I'm going to add different colors because I'm fed up with orange and purple, and I'm going to use, I think, blue. Okay, then blue. That's a good color. Okay. Okay, I want you to watch this. If you press hard on your brush, the line is thick. If you just go very smooth and you barely touch the paper, the line is very thin. See? It's very thin. And if you make your brush a little bit drier, you can even draw a thinner line, a very thin fine line using the same brush. So it's all about the pressure that you do on your brush. It could be thick, thinner, and it could be really, really thin. I think you need to practice this. This is going to be very useful for you when you draw, or even if you're doing typography, because the secret is about how to press on your brush. Okay, I've adjusted my frame so that you can see better. I hope that now you can see the lines. And what we are going to do now is doing the same, not the same, we're going to make gradient but with lines. Okay, we will work with blue, a little bit darker shade of the previous one, and I'm going to draw a line. Then I will add only water and another line, again water and another line, water and another line, and again water. As you can see, the color is getting lighter and lighter every time you add more water. And I want you to notice one important thing, that at the end of the line you can see the color concentrate. You can just suck it with your brush, dry your brush very well, and then just absorb the color that you really don't want. See? So if you think you have too much color, too much pigment, all you have to do is to dry your brush and suck the color. Okay? طيب, another technique now. Okay, now we will work in another thing. We are going to add a new color. Let's use pink. It already has purple inside it, so it's not clearly pink, but I don't mind. It's a good color anyway, and I'm going to use it. What I'm going to do now is to fill this square with the color I want. I want it to be very pigmented because I want it to be a little bit dark. More water. $7 مليون. Okay, I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to add spots of the color. And as we said, the water will make it spread on the paper. Okay, now I will dry my brush very well, clean and dry, and I'm going to absorb the color from some areas. This. See? It's as if I'm drawing white dots, but I'm only absorbing the color. I'm using an individual tissue because it's easier for me to do it. Now this is the last one we're going to do today. I'm going to add a kind of a light shade of blue. And here's my square. I'm going to fill it with the color. Don't forget to add water frequently. Okay. Now I'm going to add another color and just watch how it will work. it will spread by itself. Thanks to the water. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for joining me. Wait till the next class.